Swire Properties Limited is a large-scale developer headquartered in Hong Kong. The mixed-use concept that Swire embraces, I think, is very much about building locally, thinking globally, and, of course, planning masterfully. The vision for Brickell City Center really, I think, began a number of years ago. Having developed Brickell Key, we were very much aware that the retail opportunity that existed here in Brickell was real.
And that is where Brickell City Center arrives, is the coming of age of Brickell Avenue, is its own Rockefeller Center. It is the type of project that was missing for the downtown Brickell district. There are 3 residential towers, 3 office buildings, 2 hotels. All of this happens above the 3 levels of retail and entertainment over 4 city blocks.
I saw Brickell as really the beginning of downtown Miami. It's become a huge cultural center, and that's what we were trying to express in all the architectural graphics.
We love the idea of this notion of the circle or the dot as something that could actually go from the scale of a business card to a building. It has a kind of ambiguous scale.
Because you can have an intimate experience with it where you're up close and it becomes more abstract. And then you have the viewing of it as an identity sign from a distance where it becomes part of the architecture.
We proposed 2 things that were quite innovative and unprecedented. The first was to build below-grade parking under the city streets.
By putting in below grade, we were able to create an on-grade shopping center that flows from block to block, from street to street, freely. There are no barriers. This is a fully integrated project. It integrates the city into itself and vice versa.
The second piece of it really was connectivity over the streets. We have a further element that enhances that dramatically, and that is our climate ribbon.
Well, the climate ribbon tells a story. It tells a story about Miami, about the climate. The streetscape has to be outdoors, and the problem is, how do you make a streetscape outdoors comfortable? The only tools we have to do that are the shade and to create a gentle breeze. The unique side of that is how to marry that together into one architectural composition. The underside of the climate ribbon is a soft, sort of undulating form. There's a series of louvers that are beneath the glass, whose orientation is very specifically designed to protect the shop fronts from direct sun.
It captures the trade winds that flow from the Caribbean into Miami. It's an environmental solution instead of a mechanical solution.
The proximity of Brickell City Center to the public transportation system, and in particular the Metro Mover, is fundamental.
The future is in mass transit. We're building a whole new station where the old station was, linking directly on level 3 of the shops.
In the beginning, we talked about our retail being in the heart of Brickell. And I think now we would more likely say that it is the heart of Brickell.
It's Brickell City Center. It's the center of a city. It's the heart.
We really have an opportunity to change our city, to make Miami more special, to continue to rise.
Brickell, Brickell, Brickell. Brickell, Brickell, Brickell. Swire Properties has been the creator of large-scale mixed-use developments and residential properties for 40 years, helping to transform Hong Kong's unique urban landscape. It's easy to talk about transformation. It's sometimes hard to demonstrate. It really does mean change in use. It's not just change in perception. There is a benefit associated with being able to take a long-term view. That allows us to do things with our culture, with our people, with our designs, with what we create, which I don't think is afforded to many companies. That is what differentiates Swire Properties. Taikoo Shing was the project that really launched Swire Properties. It's a development on a site that was previously a dockyard. Over the next 10 years, it's had this commercial element brought to it in terms of 8 million square feet of commercial space used by day-to-day office workers and shoppers. The fact that it's a nice place to live, to work, it's a place you can have fun, coupled with the fact it's easy to get to, makes it an extremely strong whole. In the 1980s, the community had the mindset that the Pacific Place site was a military barracks. It was hard to imagine that it could become a vibrant shopping centre linked to the mass transit, 4 hotels, 3 office blocks, which has entirely redefined the area. And that's very much at the heart of what Swire Properties tries to do, to change the nature of the place so that people perceive new and compelling reasons to visit.
I think Taikoo Li Sanlitun stands out in our minds. The location itself is special, and we brought a very, very interesting low-rise, lane-driven design to a retail product, and I think it's being recognised for being quite unique. What we like about Indigo is that it sits in a part of Beijing which we feel has the ability to be very transformational.
It already has a critical mass of residential space around it. This will give it an immediate flow of people. Taikoo Hui was the first project we embarked upon in China. It was incumbent upon us to do something which was going to raise the bar in terms of quality and scale. Just a wonderful opportunity to show what we can do in terms of our design-led skills, in terms of our view on creating something that's very valuable in the long term.
Swire are a company who understand the importance of design. They understand the importance of caring about details and thinking about them a lot. Many people get impatient very quickly, and you feel like Swire understand that a big picture is many different scales of thinking that all accumulate to be a big picture.
Design is obviously a hallmark of Swire Properties. It's about the atmosphere and the broad availability of different things that piece together enhance the whole. Design is about making the most of the site.
I couldn't believe there were sites like that still available. This is one in a million. First and foremost, you want to make something incredibly beautiful that people will love for generations.
It had to be an exceptional property. You know, we do feel we've got a reputation for innovation and design, and I think this is probably the pinnacle of all we've achieved in that regard. The future for Swire Properties must be one of continuing to do what we've done best, and that will be a focus on design-led commercial projects of scale. Da Zhongli is Swire Properties' first major development in Shanghai. It's in a wonderful location on probably the busiest retail street in China, and it's given us the opportunity to create something of a quality and a scale that we think Shanghai can be proud of. Our project in Chengdu is a lane-driven retail centre whose centrepiece is the beautiful 12th century Dazi temple. The project also has a boutique hotel, some serviced apartments and a large office tower. Our third mixed-use project is in Miami, where we've operated successfully since the mid-1970s. Once completed, Brickell City Centre will transform the heart of downtown Miami. It's very much our intention that it will be an international standard bearer for large-scale, intelligent and sustainable design.
Property development is a local business. Always has been, always will be. I think Swire is a bit unique in the sense that while we are very much a local property development company, we have a global perspective.
It's very important that we have the ability to be around for many, many years, and therefore we must be respectful of what we're doing to the broader environment and want to be seen to preserve it. It's taking that long-term view. It's looking to see that you do transform the community, not just because there's new buildings in it, but because the look and the feel and the use it offers is transformed. And that's proven to be the hallmark of what we do.